What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the final gameplay episode of the Civ 5 AI only world battle with the health and plagues mod. I skipped over 3 turns over the break, which is the first time we've done that, just because nothing is really going on. Nothing has changed, no new wars have broke out. The Songhai have consolidated their hold on this city, Nineveh, and are now pushing for the Assyrian capital and Texas. It seems like they've now got Washington and New York secure, and they also took back this city and have gained Agadir here. So, yeah, the Iroquois look like maybe they're going to fall away in the late game. Maybe they're not going to be in the top 10. Depending on how successful the next 10 turns for Texas are. South America, we did obviously last video see Sao Paulo fall. But it doesn't seem like anything further is going to come from this. Rio's in a good spot with the mountain anyway. So I think Brazil are relatively safe. I mean, if I was Argentina, I'd have these ironclads constantly attacking, but they're not. So it's just 10 turns. It's probably going to be another long video, though, either way. Unless some people... I mean, with the Iroquois dying, that is going to speed things up. But and also Assyria probably going to die too. And also, I finally understood why people have been so desperate for Mecca. Because it was random when Rome took it. When Vietnam took it, I was a bit confused. But obviously, I understand. I still don't get why Rome took it. That was just because they rewarded them and they wanted it. Because back then, they couldn't have known. But Vietnam, I think, were very smart. Because they've set their atomic bomb here. And from Mecca, they can hit the Congo. They can hit Rome. They can hit Poland. They can hit Russia. They can hit whoever they want. And India, so they can hit any of the powers near them, except Australia. But, you know, they're safe from Australia. They'll be fine. Just ignore Australia. But, yeah, they can hit any of sort of the Eurasian, African powers with that bomb in that position. So they're in a good spot. And Brazil, that's random. Brazil, 5th to complete the Manhattan Project. I don't know what Rome and the Iroquois and the Congo have been doing, but 5th Civ is Brazil. So, obviously, Texas and Vietnam have atomic bombs. Poland have Vietnam has a atomic bomb. Poland has atomic bombs. Texas has a lot of atomic bombs, and obviously Russia hasn't actually built one yet, as far as I was aware. They're still kind of behind, but they have got the ability to. And now Brazil, kind of random, they've got it as well. I mean, they might, you know, next turn they might end up with having one and just nuking Argentina, but I doubt that. I think Argentina seem pretty safe, at least as the strongest in South America. Obviously, if I left the campaign to go on forever, Texas may eventually have some better fortunes. I just realised how long it's going to take me to get to turn 450, even if I just leave it to run itself. It's probably going to take like a good half a day. It's kind of annoying, but I'll have to find something for me to do on that half a day that I can sit here and sort of keep an eye on what is going on. I don't want to just go out and then there'd be like a fire or something. I don't know. Could be possible, you know. There's going to be a lot of intense processing, or it crashes and I come back and it's gone. That would be even worse. So yeah, we are 9 turns as of the end of Chile. Where even are? Oh, there's some Chilean units. Why are these? This one Chilean unit is taking a long time to pick where to move. Oh, Australia have still got to go. Never mind. Dang it, Australia, get into a big war. You need your units to die to speed this up. Get us to the ending. See, I would like something major to happen, but it seems really unlikely now. I don't think we're going to see a Russian Hunnic war. Maybe in the when I get to the turn 450 video, we'll see it. But as it stands, we are not going to see one of those, I feel. I don't think we'll see any new wars that are particularly large. We haven't seen a new war in a very long time, to be fair. I think the last war we saw declared was Russia on the Iroquois, and they pieced out over the break when I took a few turns out. So that's... looks like it's coming to the end. There we go. Gandhi is in the atomic era. You know, if he gets his hands on a nuke, even Vietnam will be in trouble. Although Vietnam do now have the largest military in the world, for anyone who's interested. I did accidentally open the thingies, but I only saw the graph that showed that they were miles out in front. Persia denouncing Germany. You little guys should be sticking together. Stop denouncing each other. Although Germany are in a much tougher position. Persia, you should sneak in right now and take that city. That's what you should do. You should declare war, get that rifleman in place. Are Russia going to do anything? No. I'm not even going to get my hopes up. Persia are in a worse spot than Germany, I'd say. Although Germany can't expand, they're probably not going to die. I mean, that they've got that going for them. Surprised Britain have survived this long, considering where they've been. I'm surprised they're still in New Zealand as well, but you know what? It's up to them. If Australia are going to let them live, that's fine by me. Good to see the Mayans clinging on. Seems like Texas, luckily for them, Texas are pretty preoccupied. Also, I know a lot of you are going to be kind of disappointed as Texas go for the Iroquois capital now. But Texas haven't dropped the nuke. They've gone through and taken it. They've swallowed up big chunks. They're about to probably take 2 more cities off one of their big power rivals in that top 6. The Iroquois aren't in it anymore. They're miles down, I feel now. But yeah, Texas coming in and swallowing them up without having to use the atomic bombs. I mean, the Iroquois, I don't know what they're doing science-wise, but they suck. I mean, military numbered, there was a point when they were above Texas, but science, they absolutely suck. They have infantry, which is not that bad, but does Texas have mechanized? No, they don't, but they have plenty of rocket artilleries, mobile SAMs. So yeah, Texas will take another 2 cities probably this turn, whenever it's their go. Maybe not the capital, but definitely take the capital next turn. And then the only good cities left, there's 2 15 population cities. They'll be next on the chopping block. And then there's Grand River here, which is 13. And after that, 9 is pretty good. Yep, 2 cities falling. 4s and 2s after that. The Iroquois are done. Not going to be in the top 10. I'm calling it now. I'm not actually going to work out the top 10 today. But I'll do that when I get back. I'm going away for a few days. But, so yeah, I'll have a weekend of suspense of not knowing who's won either. Which means I won't drop any hints in the comments either. I think it's better if I don't know until as late as possible. Texas now controls 7 original capitals. So that is Washington, the Aztec capital, their own capital, that's 3. I think this is the old Sioux capital, the Ojoshoni capital's 5, Chinook is 6, and the Iroquois is 7. And look at that, Dallas just settled up here. Good job, Texas. They're still settling. They still want more land. And Japan are having a go for this city. I don't think they have enough here, but at least they're having a go, keeping any Japan fans entertained. Texan missile cruiser. I don't think Texas have got nuclear missiles yet. No, they don't. Just interesting, because obviously Vietnam have nuclear submarines. Texas do not have those just yet at their disposal. So I think Vietnam may really be catching Texas at the moment. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I'm not checking anything. I did see that they have a larger military, but I think Vietnam, it's going to be between Vietnam and Texas unless something amazing happens in the next few videos. In the next few turns even. 8 turns. In particular, Congo v the Songhai. Because the Congo could probably walk through quite a few big Songhai cities. But at the same time, they'd lose military manpower. So that's why I think Texas might lose out. This big war coming so late, I think it's going to hurt them. Especially for the military manpower category, they're going to lose a few points there because they're not number 1 simply because they're fighting, which kind of sucks, but that's just how it is. Sometimes you just want to end that game, last 25 turns with a nice period of peace. It seems like Vietnam are happy with their progress, their work, and they're just gonna stop where they are. As it seems, I mean, see, the AI doesn't know it ends in 8 turns, so you never know. But Vietnam are in an ideal spot. Congo stopped way too early. I mean, they did crush Egypt probably about 50 turns ago. That's about it, really, that they've done. Argentina, again, they're going to suffer from this. They had a huge army, but now, I mean, they may take Rio, but they don't really have an army anymore, except this. Poland and Rome stopped wars. Well, Rome stopped its war again, probably a bit too early. Should have done a bit more warring. Tried taking out Britain, maybe. Or finished off Spain more recently, once it could again. Poland stopped declaring wars that mattered around about 300 turns ago. So, I'm not going to say anything about them. The fact that they're still competing with the top guys is pretty impressive, since they've been just pretty quiet. And I mean, since they got hit by that devastating Ebola as well, which basically ruined these 3 cities here. They just decided to start feeding Warsaw from that point on, by the looks of things. We're making it through. We're getting there. We are slowly grinding our way through. That's always great to see. We're just slowly struggling on. I'm just going to focus on this from now on. I mean, nothing else is going on except this. But I'll come back and check on this every now and then. But here's Texas. Are they going to take... Probably going to take another city this turn. I feel like they are. Going to take that northern one. Oh my... That city had lost no health. They might have dropped a nuke. Nah, they wouldn't because their own units are there. 2 more cities falling to Texas. The biggest 2. The Iroquois. And now not even Canada on steroids. I think they're weaker than Canada. I think they are now... Oh look, we have our first war declared in about 20 turns. Jeez, that is scummy, Mayans. That is scummy as scummy could be. The Sioux have done nothing to you. What are you doing? They are the symbol of hope and not freedom, because they are completely surrounded by scary big civs, but they are the symbol of hope to the world. There is a way. Them and Germany, they have shown that you can live without being eaten up by giant powers. The Zulu and Rhodesia too, these guys have shown that you can survive bordering some monstrous nations. Vietnam, there's no one that really represents that, because everyone's stronger that's near Vietnam. Like, I mean, maybe not to the north, but India's pretty strong. Japan is capable of defending itself, I would say. I don't know if they would be able to, but they're okay. That was like the quickest turn to process yet. And it's all because of this. The Iroquois' death. 1973, I'm not sure exactly what year it will be when this campaign ends. I'll check. Oh look, the wars are coming now, albeit all pointless ones. India v the Aztecs. I think we might see Grand River fall this turn, just because the Texans have a lot of planes doing a lot of damage. And maybe we won't see any more than that. These German caravels, they're being held hostage by the Iroquois, and they're probably going to die. Rome, why are you not getting in on the action? Send your privateers over, start bombing. Actually, they probably want to avoid Texas. I feel like that's why Rome may have quietened down, since Texas are right here as well. Pardon me. Since Texas are right here in the Caribbean, maybe Rome are just sort of on that, yeah, I don't want to get involved in this. And Assyria's dead. Yay. Well, not yay. Rest in peace, Assyria. But, all their units are gone too, which... Well, at least I can see, which means processing is going to be a bit quicker for the next 7 turns. Because obviously... Ooh, finally a war that matters. This is going to be really tough, but it's going to be intense, because you've got Korea with less units, but more advanced units, and the Huns with more units, but weaker units. Spain v the Aztecs. The Aztecs just need to avoid Vietnam and Australia, I think. Yeah, they do. Wow, okay, Indonesia v Sitting Bull. The Civs are going to give us an exciting end, but probably nothing's going to come for it. The Huns? I don't know, if Argentina... I think Argentina would pip the Huns. If the Iroquois... Well, the Iroquois are going to fall out of the top 10, which I think puts Argentina in 10th place in my head of what I think it's going to be. I can't guarantee anything, of course. But maybe the Huns are 11th. Maybe that would be nice consolidation for them. But there's a lot of goodish civs. The Huns are behind on techs, but the Huns, who haven't said would get into it. Indonesia are not too bad technologically, although they're not great either. They're not amazing. Greece may be up there, may surprise us a bit more. Probably not in the top 10 again. Like in between 11th to 15th, I think would be the Huns, Greece, or Germany or Britain. One of those two will probably be in there. They're both pretty good. They've both got a similar amount of units, but Germany is smaller, obviously. I don't know who else. Maybe Brazil, if they stay alive till the end, would get in just in about 11th, 15th. Between 11 and 15. Sioux v Aztecs. Maybe the Iroquois, if this war ended now, but it's not going to. And I don't know who else. Maybe Japan would squeeze in. Maybe the Mayans. And then we're sort of... After that, it's just everyone who's kind of terrible. Everyone after that just sucks. And hasn't really done very well, I'm afraid to say. How many civs are left? No, hide this. Don't show you anything. Let's just look at something random. Cities. Oh, it's frozen. Australia. Please don't do this to me. So, who's dead? So, Chinook. Okay, so there is 30... Damn it. No. Hang on. I shouldn't be doing this. It's just slowing the video down. So, we started with 43. There is now 30 left with cities. And obviously Chile, Ottomans being me, Ethiopia, Carthage and Arabia all have units left. So we started with 42 actually. And then there's Nigeria, America died, China, Egypt, France, Shoshone, Assyria, Khazar died. they're all the dead civs. No new wars broke out either. So let's... I would focus... Texas pieced out with the Aztecs. Surprised they didn't take anything in a peace deal. Oh, look at... Okay, let's watch this. This is interesting. I didn't even notice this happening. Japan is about to eliminate the Chinook with 6 turns to go. That's interesting. Sorry, just having another drink of water. It's been a long recording day. But we're nearly done. We're nearly there. 5 turns away from the big ending. Are the Iroquois going to take their capital back? Nope, not a chance. It looks like Texas. I'm thinking 2 more cities. Potentially 3 dropping for Texas. Or for the Iroquois dropping them. 2 Texas this turn. I think we're going to see Grand River go. Montreal is going to go. And maybe Buffalo Creek, depending on how much air support we're going to see. For Texas, look at this army of rocket artillery making its way up. I don't think they've actually done anything yet. They've just sort of followed the path of destruction that the planes and these ranges have caused. But it's coming from 2 fronts as well. That's obviously causing the Iroquois problems. These frigates are also getting to be hemmed in if they don't escape into the Atlantic soon. Obviously these destroyers have been picking them off already, but they're going to be hemmed in up here and just crushed by the Texan Navy at some point. I have a feeling we're going to see a peace deal between these 2 at some point. But let's see how this goes. As it's the Huns' turn. Will they take what is now the Korean capital, Daegu? Probably not, but it would be worth a go from them. Why are their turns taking so long? Every time someone's turn takes that long and you notice it, it just kind of makes you go, please don't break, campaign. Please don't break. Indonesia's turn. Another one that takes quite a while. Come on. Speed up. Poland. You gonna do anything interesting? Just sort of waiting around now. I feel like if we go to 450 we might see something here between Russia and the Huns, but it's gonna take a while. Once Russia get that first atomic bomb, maybe we'll see it then. They don't have it just yet. Wonder if how Brazil doing? Are Brazil survive? Yeah, Brazil are holding off Argentina. They're fine. They've got the mountain, the artillery. They should just about hold on. Here's Texas's turn. I'm calling it 3 cities to drop. Oh, just 1. Never mind, my bad. But Montreal is in the red, and next term we'll probably see 3 cities drop. Texas, the Iroquois are not gonna make it to the end unless they get a peace deal. I really feel that because these cities will suck. And oh. Okay, I'm not going to click because the game is struggling along. There we go, Japan conquering all of the Chinook. It took them a while, but they got the hang of it. And there we go, surprise late entry from Japan. Who knows, maybe they'll be in that 11th to 15th section of civs after that late inspired performance. I still don't think they're as strong as the Indonesians, just for simply number of units. But maybe if you gave it time again, Texas... why did I say Texas? Japan... If you gave Japan time, they'd probably build up more stuff and be fine. Congo? Have I missed the Congo? No, they really don't have nukes. Okay, that's fine. I just thought maybe I'd missed it. These guys are still fighting out, by the way. The Zulu and Rhodesia and Congo are still leaving them be. So Congo are obviously happy with where they're at the moment. Maybe they're scared of the Songhai. I doubt that would be the case. See, the Songhai now stretch all the way up with borders from the Huns, Persia, Vietnam. I feel like the Songhai may get an award for bordering the most different nations. I don't know, maybe that's them. That would be very hard to figure out who it is. The Huns are also, you know, India, Persia, Songhai, Greece, Poland, Russia, Mongolia, Korea, India. Lots of borders for the Huns. I don't know who else has got borders that border a lot of people, but that's probably it. Rome probably border a lot of people, just because they're sort of spread out. Any cities close to dropping, I will go to look at Texas towards the end of the term processing, but till then, India, what are you doing? You're just happy here. You're friends with Vietnam. You're in a good spot. India and Japan have been in a good spot where they've been friends with Vietnam for most of the game, which is why they've been much more stable than some of the rest of the Asian nations, where some of these cities like Shanghai has changed hands about 6 different times. You know, China, they're obviously gone, but China were here. It's just such a mess up here. It's starting to settle down now, and if the Huns, see Mongolia, other than India being here kind of randomly, most of it settled down, but yeah, India, Japan have been much more stable than those two. And Delhi, 30 population, one of the biggest cities. Still surprised no one's taken it. Warsaw is joint with Delhi on second place, I feel, for largest with 30, and Susa also on 30. I don't think there's any other cities near 30. A plague just hit South America, so that's not, none of them are going to be near 30. Congo, no, they're still at 26. Is London near 30? No, 22. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is anywhere near 30. And then obviously Vietnam are winning. 37, Hanoi. Massive city. Actually, I think Australia maybe have a 30. Oh no, 22. My bad. Last little check. See, as this is the last episode, let me know where you'd most like to live. We did this earlier in the campaign, but obviously the ideas were different. I still think Australia would be a cool place to live if there wasn't so many like big spiders and stuff. Crocodiles. Crocodiles probably aren't that bad. Like, obviously they're terrible if you're next to one, but like, you know, you could avoid them a lot easier if you wanted to. If that makes more sense. Get Texas and Vietnam open borders. It's a surprise. Morocco v Spain. Oh, look, there we go. We'll get something. Maybe Seville will end up in Morocco's hands. I forgot Morocco were alive, to be honest. They've been pretty disappointing of late. I remember when they took Thebes and I was excited, but that's it. Okay, the Chinook pieced out. Obviously the Chinook... Oh no, they're not alive. Okay, I was going to say they're still alive down there. They obviously have some units running around somewhere, but they are dead as a dodo. And Montreal has fallen to Texas. Only one city again, but real progress being made. Now the question is, will they do it? They still haven't dropped a nuke. We're not going to see one, which kind of is annoying. But yeah, Japan, Texas. See, I'm getting Japan, Texas just mixed up. But Iroquois definitely struggling now. Definitely in trouble. I think Texas have probably secured their victory as well. I think this is... I don't want to ruin the top 10 video, but if anyone thinks Texas aren't going to win, I don't know, maybe you're a bit deluded, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Texas have got it. Vietnam, I think, will come in as a surprise second. That's just what I'm thinking. No idea. Then I think it'll be close between Poland and the Congo. After that, I think Congo's slowing down. I think definitely Poland-Congo will be quite close after those two. Then Rome will be there, out and sort of on their own, well off everyone else. Well off, you know, the people above them, yet well above Australia and the sort of people below them. But of course we'll have to wait to find out the exact order. I'll have to wait all weekend as well, because I won't be counting it up. So that'll put a bit more suspense in my reaction, because I'm not going to make the video today, so I don't want to work out the scores today as well. But if you aren't aware of how I do the scores, because maybe you're new to the end of this series, I've mentioned it once or twice, but all I do is I go through the info addicts. There's a majority of them I use. There's some that aren't so important, that don't really mean anything as such. I use the ones I value as important, and I think most people will probably agree with me on what they are. And then the civ that comes first get 10 points, all the way down to the civ in 10th getting 1 point, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to first. And then across all those info addicts, whoever has the highest total in total wins, and then it's just like that. If there's a tie, I don't know, I think I normally just do the order on the info addicts and actually look at the specific numbers. But on some of them, definitely if there's a tie, I average out the points and stuff, and it can be quite weird, but I get there in the end. I do get there. 3 turns to go at the end of this turn. And I'm just going to focus on the Iroquois, because no other cities are being sieged in the world, unless the Huns are doing okay. They're not at the moment, so yeah, we'll just focus on this for now. I'm going to have another drink, hopefully the last one I'll need. Okay, so this is the time that I'm going to take a moment to congratulate the civs that have survived really impressively, beyond belief that they are still alive. So that is going to go to the Sioux. Very, very proud of you, Sioux. I'm not proud of them for obviously sucking, but I'm proud of them for staying alive, considering a massive coalition formed against them right when Texas was starting to build its power at the start of the game. Mayans, that's not so impressive. The Incans, obviously they've had a geographical hand in their survival, but they're still here, still fighting. unlike Chile, so good job. Anyone in Africa? Morocco have done okay to survive, but they're not that special. They are going to take Seville by the looks of things. The Zulu and Rhodesia, again, congrats to you guys, although you both suck, and that's why you're in this position. You know, you're both still alive. I don't know what diplomatic wonders you've pulled off there to do that, but you've done it. Persia survived the Congo for ages and are still here. Germany, still here, despite a difficult campaign. Spain, still here. Forgot to mention Spain are still here, so they've done okay. Britain, not so much. I think they would have been fine. They would have found a way, even if that was running off to New Zealand, to survive. Anyone else? Okay, 2 more Texan cities taken. Buffalo and Buffalo Creek. That was a buffalo-y, a herd of new cities, I guess. Herd of buffalo. Mongolia, I mean, they've not been down to 1 city for too long, actually, but they are still alive. Korea did well, because they got kicked out of the peninsula and just about escaped. And that's about it, really. There's no one else I'm particularly proud of. I mean, the Aztecs are still around. Just about. They lasted longer than the Chinook in the end. But other than that, yeah, there's no one else that I'm super proud of for making it. Showing that little civs count too. Little civs matter. Oh, what am I doing? Congo denouncing the Iroquois in Poland. It's a bit late for anything aggressive now. I bet it'll be turn 399. We'll have something like Congo v Songhai, or Poland and Poland v Germany, Rome v Poland. Something like that will pop up, and everyone will be super annoyed because I won't show it. I probably would if that happened. I would be honest. I would let you guys see that. But yeah, because it's going this slow, I'm not gonna go all the way to 450 just making videos. Although these videos do well, I bet I could, you know, I could still get loads of views per video if I did that every video. But I think it would just get boring. Because a lot of the time it is just now reliant on... Oh, Greece and Spain pieced out. Greece is still alive. Rome aren't too bothered about this city, I guess. So, yeah, Greece. Been very passive. I mean, for about 3,000... All of Europe, except Rome, who took out Spain. And since France fell, Europe has just been dead quiet. There's just been nothing going on. They've all kind of... They've probably like formed their own European Union between the lot of them. And they're all just trying to work together. Yeah, I bet if someone like... If Texas probably... I know Texas attacked Spain. Spain obviously were against the Union. And that's why Rome invaded Spain. And obviously when Texas invaded Spain, no one came to Spain's aid. But I feel like if someone invaded Rome... Say Texas declared war on Rome, I think we'd see Britain, Poland, Germany, Greece all unite as one. And Russia. All unite. Maybe even the Huns if they're considered part of it. I don't know. But they'd all be invited along. And they'd all just fight Texas back. And it would be an insane war. It does seem like Morocco will get this done soon. They've got 2 turns to do it. I think they will. They've got enough privateers here. It's just good to see them ending their campaign on a bit of a positive. See, Rome and Greece held on to their colonies, which was quite surprising in Africa. Normally civs don't hold on to their colonies for that long. I'm surprised Britain is going to hold on to the northern New Zealand Isle. But I say that, Australia could probably take it in 1 turn if they tried. So what did Texas take? Okay, so Texas are close. These frigates are going to help out now, but Texas are very close. To the point that the Iroquois could be dead completely by the end of the next video. By the end of this video. Which, it's a race against time. They've got 2 turns to annihilate 5 cities, almost all of which are at 2 populations. Some of them suck. The Texan Navy that is already up here has got a big part to play. Sadly, these guys are not going to play a big part in that. And it is Texas' turn. How many cities are going to drop this turn? Obviously, these German caravels are about to witness the most efficient war machine they will have ever seen. I mean, Germany has been relatively peaceful, except for that brief war with Great Britain. Just one. Cuba didn't quite fall. Yeah, I think this city may well survive. This one. I think the rest of them will go. I think the Iroquois will be pushed up here to Canaan, Daigua Lake, and that'll probably be it. And Texas are dominant now. Wow. Yeah, they've won this. That surely. I might be surprised. I remember in the Historic Spawn Dates campaign, I thought someone was guaranteed a victory in a similar position to Texas, actually. And actually a much better position than Texas. And they lost to someone who was in a worse position than Vietnam, as it appeared. So I'm not gonna question, not gonna 100% hands down anything yet. But I'm so surprised. The 6 civs that have got the Manhattan Project, including Russia and Brazil, who were surprises to have got it. No one else has got it yet. The Congo aren't there. Rome aren't there. The Iroquois, you'd think, would be close to it. I mean, maybe the city they were building it in got destroyed. But you'd think the Iroquois would be close. I mean, even the Songhai, maybe, you'd think could be there if Brazil have got it. The outbreak ended in South America. Brazil are going to live to see the end of the campaign. It would be interesting. I will probably forget to tell you who actually won out of Argentina and Brazil. Obviously, probably... If neither of them get in the top 10, I'll probably forget to tell you, but never mind. Oh, I got paid. Good times getting paid. My paper round. It's good times. Oh, come on, Morocco. I don't have anything against Spain, but I would like to see Morocco end their campaign on a happy note. This is it. This is going to be a big war declared by somebody. Turn 398. Or 399, I think it's going to go to when this turn ends. So yeah, 398. Depends how you view it, as the player or the AI. Because obviously for the player, it's their 398th turn has been now. But the AIs haven't. That makes sense. I don't think we're going to see anything break out. I would rather I didn't see anything break out just yet. I think it would annoy me too much. It doesn't matter if it breaks out on turn 401, that's fine, because you guys and I won't know it broke out on 401. I'll just come back and see the aftermath. So that's good. But I'm impressed by Assyria. The Songhai, for taking out Assyria, they were a pretty strong civ. And I feel like Assyria might just sneak into the top 10. If they weren't there already. I mean, they might have been. So also interestingly, who's going to come 6th if the Iroquois are dying? All the big questions being answered right here. I think it was between, on score, the in-game score, it was between Australia and India. If I was to say between those two, I think Australia would probably win, but I have no idea. Although, look at this Indian army. I bet India are going to attack Indonesia next turn. I'm going to miss it, and I'm going to be annoyed. There we go. Poland grabbed the Sydney Opera House, and Britain grabbed Big Ben a little while back off camera between this video and the last video. So at least Victoria's being accurate with her wonders, which I was surprised. I didn't think Britain would be getting any wonders this late, but I think it's an ideology thing, isn't it? Because Britain went for one of the different ones, if I'm right. They went alternative. Here we go. How many cities are going to fall to Texas? No idea. Takes a long time for Texas to choose, but two. Okay, maybe Texas will get the job done. I'm not sure. That mountain may save the Iroquois to Canandaigua Lake. Although saying that, if a boat could do it, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it does seem like the Iroquois will survive. Just unless they haven't embarked a unit. Wow. Wait, is Pacquiao the Mayans or the Incans? The Mayans. Mayans just entered the atomic era, which is pretty impressive. I mean, they do have great war infantry, so that's not a big surprise, and artillery. I have a feeling if turn 450 we may come back, and they may not be here, because Texas's options for the future after this are obviously getting rid of the Sioux. Then they've got Japan to the west. They've got the Mayans to the south. Obviously, they can go to South America from the Caribbean. And then to the east, they have got a lot of options. Morocco did take this, by the way. I did notice it popped up. But Morocco have done it. So, there we go. Seville is there. Rome is obviously another person who should be very scared now. Because the Iroquois were not a threat in the Atlantic to Rome. When the Iroquois attacked Rome, Rome used their planes. They were fine. But Texas is a different story. So much more advanced boats. And such a better AI, it appears as well. They've been a really smart AI. They did some really good team wars early on, which is how they had so much success. But the last turn for a lot of these civs now, the Iroquois' last turn. So we'll just have a look at how everyone's going to finish off. And this is it. So Persia's last turn. Seems like they're going to They're going to be alive. Rome just had their last turn. It was a very quick last turn. Russia's turn taking a lot longer. So Rome are done. Russia are... well, there we go. Russia are done. Songhai. I don't know what the Songhai are doing at the moment. They're just rebuilding. Rehealing. Have you got anything good? No, you've still got old planes. How many... yeah, there's still only one atomic bomb for Vietnam by the looks of things. Mongolia have finished-ish. Almost. What is taking them so long? I think the length may be also to do with size and not necessarily units being moved around, but it may be more towards decisions being made. It's like tech tree decisions. Korea actually nearly took a city from the Huns after this war broke out. Nothing's happened, but actually, if Korea, I think Korea just went, but I don't know. Yeah, Korea won't take it, but maybe not. Never mind. Spain are done. Ethiopia, I didn't even know were alive. Brazil are done. Indonesia are done. Morocco are, I think, done. I think they are going to hold on to Seville, which is good for them. Poland, are you going to do it? Are you going to declare a war? No, you're not. The Zulu are done. Ish. This is when the Zulu just attack the Congo. They're like, yeah, home free. Let's do it. Yeah, I think it's to do with like tech tree decisions and stuff, because the Zulu are taking ages. And they're tiny. Chinook, Texas. Okay, this is it. I think Gowanda is going to fall, but I think the Iroquois will survive. It's a bold claim to make, but I think they will. Here we go. We're going to see now anyway. Eventually. Some point in the near future. Yeah, also I should say thank you for 300 subscribers. I keep forgetting in the video. Oh, they failed with both. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not going to make a special video for it like I did with the 100 and 200, because I don't really do anything. I just say thank you. And I can do that now. And yeah, thank you for 300. It means a lot. It's pretty cool. I've set a new target for myself, which for the end of the summer, so end of August, early September, before I go back to college, I would like to hit 500. That would be continuing to grow quite rapidly, which at the moment we're slowing down a bit, but at the same time it's still better than it ever was before that one World Historic Spawn Dates video managed to get as a recommended video on some random person's domination death time-lapse AI only thing, and that video got like 30,000 views. My video was, for whatever reason, in the recommended. I'm sure that's why a lot of people found my channel. I'm pretty sure that was the reason, but there we go. That is it for this campaign's gameplay. I will be back in, what day is this video going up? Pretty sure this is Thursday. So I think Saturday there'll be a top 10, followed by next Tuesday there will be a turn 450, and then the next Thursday there should be something new starting up in this slot, or if I haven't got round to it yet, there'll just be more EU4. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.